Thank you for being so interested in viewing rare images. He was a failed artist, a broken soldier. He became the architect of one of the darkest chapters in human history. How did a man with no formal power or military brilliance convince an entire nation to follow him into genocide and global war? This is the chilling story of Adolf Hitler. What you're about to see isn't just history, it's a warning. Adolf Hitler was a fanatical leader whose megalomania plunged Germany and much of the world into chaos. Some historians believe he saw his mission as eradicating the Jewish population, considering it a legacy even if the Third Reich didn't last 1,000 years. Understanding such madness is challenging, but this was the man who led millions into darkness. Born on April 20th, 1889, in Braunau am Inn, Austria, Hitler's early life was marked by a troubled childhood and the death of his father at a young age. He was not a good student and struggled academically. During his teenage years in Vienna, he became attracted to anti-Semitic and anti-Bolshevik ideologies, which would later shape his political beliefs. Hitler served as a corporal in World War I, where he was wounded and decorated for bravery. The war's end left him feeling betrayed and fueled his nationalist sentiments. These experiences deeply influenced his future political path. In 1919, Hitler joined the German Workers' Party, which he later transformed into the National Socialist German Workers' Party, or Nazi Party. In 1923, he attempted a coup known as the Beer Hall Putsch, which failed and led to his imprisonment. During his time in prison, he authored Mein Kampf, outlining his radical beliefs. Hitler became the Chancellor of Germany in January 1933. Following the Reichstag fire in February, he was granted extensive powers, allowing him to establish a totalitarian regime. He quickly moved to suppress opposition and consolidate control. Under Hitler's Titelwede rule, massive rallies and propaganda campaigns were used to unify the nation under Nazi ideology. The regime promoted a cult of personality around Hitler, portraying him as Germany's savior. Dissent was not tolerated, and the state exerted control over all aspects of life. In September 1939, Hitler invaded Poland, prompting Britain and France to declare war on Germany. In June 1941, he launched Operation Barbarossa, invading the Soviet Union. By December 1941, Hitler declared war on the United States, turning the conflict into a global war. Hitler's regime orchestrated the systematic extermination of 6 million Jews, known as the Holocaust. Concentration and extermination camps were established across occupied Europe. This genocide remains one of history's darkest chapters. The Allied invasion of Normandy in June 1944 marked a turning point in the war. By May 1945, Germany had surrendered. Hitler committed suicide in April 1945 as Soviet forces closed in on Berlin. Adolf Hitler is remembered as one of history's most evil figures. His actions led to immense suffering and the near destruction of European civilization. The world continues to study his rise and fall to prevent such tyranny from recurring. History is not just a record of what happened. It's a mirror that shows us what can happen again. Adolf Hitler's story is not only about the rise of a dictator, but the fall of humanity when hatred is left unchecked and silence becomes complicity. Millions paid the price for one man's obsession, and the scars of his rule still shape our world today. As we remember the horrors of the past, we carry a responsibility to stay informed, to speak out, and to never let darkness wear a human face again. Because when we forget history, we risk repeating it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more new videos of rare historical photos. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on any new videos.